Good afternoon. So we are in the Ueland tree farm by Bremerton, Washington on the Kitsap Peninsula. And I think this is an old like quarry, or maybe there's still looks like a gravel quarry. There's a big cat here. I'm not sure what kind of attachment is on it, digger or something, but it's kind of cool. But we are pretty much road walking since the parking lot on the Forest Service roads. And we are going to Zach's Lookout first. We're hoping there's a view. But it's supposed to be low 60s today. It's pretty nice out. And our weather is improving the next 2 weeks, it looks like. After a couple of days of rain, we're gonna be in the 60s every day and fairly dry. So that's awesome. No brush picking. Never heard of that before. No S.E. Pisca brocha. Oh, that must be in Spanish for no brush picking. Ah, we just left the Ueland tree farm. So there's the sign for it. Welcome to Ueland Tree Farm. So we're basically on Green Mountain land now, which is the state owns. So that's pretty cool. We were wondering where the boundary was. All right, we are back in the Ueland tree farm, and Seattle is in the distance. It looks really close from here. So if you're on a big screen TV, you should be able to see it. We're gonna walk up here a bit, see if I can see through the trees better. So this is the first area we've ran across that we've seen them that they logged recently. So we're almost to Zach's Lookout, I think. Yeah, this is just amazed, like the view here is awesome. Okay, there is an opening up here. Get a good shot for you. All right, there we go. That's pretty neat. All right, for some reason I have crossbars on my screen. I don't know what it's for. Never noticed that. This is the new camera. I'll have to see what's going on. Hopefully it's working. So that's Bremerton straight in front of us. And then on the other side of Bremerton would be Bainbridge Island and then Seattle. And this is the area they cut. So if they hadn't cut this, we wouldn't see that. It's really neat. All right, this talks about why some trees are dying from laminated root rot. I'll let you stop this, freeze it on your TV and you can read it, or your laptop. Here's the bottom paragraph. And then here's this side. I hope we never get it in our Douglas fir trees. That's what it mainly affects. It says cedar and pine and hardwood are resistant. But so that's why they cut down this section to try and slow it down, it sounds like. But they did that in our park too by our house. They thinned it out because it had root rot. And they actually closed a campground in Gig Harbor that had that problem. So it's definitely not a good thing to get that. I think it's like, what did it say, a bacteria or fungus or whatever? It kills the roots. But we are almost at Zach's Lookout. All right, so we went to Zach's Lookout and there's no lookout anymore. All these trees on the side of the road that you see are basically blocking the view. So Zach's Lookout is actually 2 minutes that way. But we are walking to this bench to figure out how we're getting back. We want to try and do a loop and basically get back to the car. I think we went 3.5 miles. I mean, it was a nice walk for sure. Oh, here's a better view of the mountains actually. Yeah, and you can see the Hood Canal in the background. Let's go over here. There, that's probably the best shot, and that's where they have the bench. All right, we're gonna figure out our next step. All these awesome Christmas trees here though. All right, we are headed back to the parking lot, and we found a different forest road to walk back on. Definitely gets less use. It has grass growing in the middle, and lots of coyote poo. But it's pretty much all downhill to the parking lot, so it should be easy. It was a fun hike today. Wonder where that goes. So I was thinking it would be really fun to come here if we had lowland snow and cross-country ski or snowshoe. This is pretty steep, going down. So this video isn't going to be terribly long unless I just do this for a long time. Wasn't a whole lot to take video of. Wow, this is steep. Alright, I'm going to get my phone out and make sure we are on the correct trail before we go down much farther. So all of this stuff growing on the side of the trail is Scotch broom, highly invasive. It has the those yellow flowers you see in the spring, and the little black seed pods last forever in the dirt. They can get buried for decades, I think. And it loves sunshine. Anywhere it's sunshine and disturbed soil, it will flourish. And it's very bad stuff. It's too bad there's not a use for it, so people would collect it. Wow, this is a steep road. No wonder they don't use it anymore. They use the road we came up on. It's just straight down. There's no runaway truck ramp here if you're full of logs. Walking through bushes like that, you always worry about ticks. We're almost to the bottom though. And we're gonna do a loop around to the left. I'm gonna be sad if there's like no way to get across that river if we have to go up this. I don't think we crossed that river, but I didn't look at the map very well. This trail doesn't get a lot of use, it looks like, or this road. find out. Here's our sharp left. Should flatten out, I think. Wow, stuff is thick. Here are people. Oh, they're coming down the hill on bikes. Alright, I gotta wait for my other half. I don't see her. We are getting close to the main trail, or main road, I should say, by Dickerson Falls. We're gonna take that all the way back to the parking lot. Wow, so this was a road. It turned into a trail. That's cool. Did not expect that. I should probably check my phone to make sure it's the right way. Haven't been on an actual trail much today. Uh-oh. I don't think this is right. I don't know. Here, a river down there. Ooh. We got a river crossing. Oh, wait a second. I know where we are. Oh my gosh. This is where I did not want to be. And we ended up here again. All right, we'll figure this out. All right, I was scared to go across the log, so she's gonna show me how to do it. I'll show you what I did when she gets across. You can't use your poles. Oh, she did it. So I stepped on that rock right there and got my shoe wet. It's pretty deep when I put my poles in the water. So basically, last time we were here, we went across that, and that was scary. That log, and you climb over the root ball. So when I heard the water, I was like, crap, I didn't realize where we were. But then when I saw this, I knew exactly where we were. But we made it, and that saved us a lot of time. So we've been on this part of the trail before. Well, that was fun. So we're pretty close to the road. There's a little mud bog. You just step right in it. All right, back to the road here. I don't think this road has been used in a long time, and whatever bridge used to be there is long gone. But now it's really nice, as you can see. That was fun. We are back to the main road, all the way back to the parking lot. So we're gonna come upon the Dickerson waterfall turnoff soon, and I have a video of that if you search my channel. We want to get home though today. We're done. It's a really neat waterfall. Yeah, this was so the road we're on, you can actually do a loop if you go the opposite direction we're walking, and it's 4.5 miles from the parking lot to do the loop. I was hoping to do it today, but it might be too much for us today. So I think next time we come out here, we will park by the Wildcat Trail or the Gold Creek Trail and figure something out. I would like to try and get to the horse camp finally and do some loops over there. Got at least 2 more hikes I think here before we've done most of it. snow is melting though at the lower elevation, so should have some more trails in the mountains opening up soon. Should be clear. It's exciting. Spring is awesome here. And it is low 60s right now. Sun is awesome. No clouds hardly. Rain tonight though. Here is our first trillium in the wild of the year. We have one at home that's blooming, but this is a good one. I was wondering if we would see it, and that is the only one. So they like moist, dark areas, shade basically. They're very hard to transplant. Oh, there's one back there. He's behind the fern. There. We are back to the parking lot, and it is full still. About 7 miles today. So not bad. Not sure how much elevation gain we did. Probably 700 or 800 feet is it. Yeah, this is nice here. You don't have to pay to park or have a pass. I think that's why it's so busy. Well, see you next time.